Hello and welcome to the first programming episode of the Adventures with Computers in C++ series. Today I will show you how to set up a project and create a basic Hello World program. First, open up Visual Studio. Click on New Project, Visual CPP, Win32, and then Console Application. I will name it AWC CPP1. And I will create it in a folder. Click OK, press enter. The next step is very important. Click Next. Make sure you click Empty Project. Now click Finish. And here's our new project. Now you must make a new source code file. Right-click on Source Files, Add, New Item, and click on C++ file. Generally, our source code files are named main.c++. Also, a shortcut for creating a new file is Ctrl-Shift-A, which is much faster, as you can see. Now you are ready to code. The first thing we will type is #include iostream, and then using namespace std. iostream is a library that comes shipped with the compiler, and it contains all of the code for performing input and output operations, as well as much more. The namespace std indicates the standard library, in which iostream is a part. We will be using this for all of our console projects. The next thing we will type is found in all correctly developed C++ console applications. When the program is run, the computer must start in a place in the compiled code, called the entry point. For our purposes, we will use int main. If you have seen C programming before, you may be familiar with just main or void main. This is considered bad programming style. Everything inside these brackets will contain the code that we will make. Now type return 0. This is a necessary line. It effectively exits the procedure and returns a value to the system telling whether it exited successfully or not. So now, we can program our hello world. Type cout hello world and del and a semicolon. Make sure you end all of your statements with semicolons, because that indicates the end of a command in C++. This line of code tells the program to output the string hello world and then add a line break. Sorry about that, my video recording software just quit, but I changed its settings so it won't do that anymore. Okay, so now I will run it, but as you will see, the program exits quickly. This is because the program just outputs the text and then returns to the system. What we need to do is type cin.get. This will wait for the user to press enter before moving on to our next line of code, which in our case is exiting the program. You may have seen system pause, but that is not cross-platform, and it's very heavy for what it's worth. It also adds a line of ugly code, a line of ugly text to the program, and I will demonstrate that for you. It says press any key to continue, which I think kind of messes up the program. Well, now we can run it, and now it outputs the text and waits for us to move on to the next command. and there's our program. If you look through the program directory, you can see the executable. Double click on it, and now you can run it. You can also run it through the command line, which you can do with any program. And you do shift right click to open up the context menu with several extra options, including the folder that you opened it in. So AWC cpp1.exe, and there's our program. Well, this is our first C++ program. Thank you for watching, and see you next time in Tutorial 2 Inputs.